can see it's starting to get dark on us, so I'm gonna hurry and go through the exterior of this one. Everyone's headed home from work, so hopefully we don't get a lot of road noise. But this is an X25 camp, so a 19-foot box, a little over a 19-foot box on this one. It's gonna weigh in at just over 8,000 pounds, 8,340 to be exact. Very compact, neat little camp. Doesn't lack anything. Not a lot of additions to this one. This one's pretty well standard. Doesn't have the heated tanks underneath it. No awning, anything that way. But in my opinion, this camp is a do-it-all kind of camp. Very compact. Get it where you want to get it. Good approach and departure angles on it. Does have your solar, which these are standard. This is nothing that they've added. So all of our camps, regardless of what you get, we put solar on all of them. Got your water heater, your connections for your stereo, antennas, satellite, all that stuff. Does have your 2-inch receiver tube with your 7-way plug. It is wired for trailer brakes, so if you are pulling doubles, it'll work with your brake controller. This is your battery bank here in this one with your solar controller, your forced air furnace, all of your water and city connections, your wood box door. I'll show you on the inside. This feeds through underneath the wood burning stove. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. We've got a fire burning inside, so we're definitely gonna check that out. This is your electrical cord, 25-foot cord that pulls out, 30 amp service. And then I'll mention on the inside too, this one doesn't have an air conditioner, fantastic fan, nothing that way. So really you don't need 30 amp service. But in all of our camps, we wire them for every accessory. So if you were to decide that you wanted to do an air conditioner or a fan or anything like that, it's all pre-wired for it, so that we can add those things down the road. These are your fridge vents. And then your waste gates. This one does have the two 30-pound tanks, 7-gallon each. The storage under the tongue. As this latches, you can pull these grates out and store whatever, tire chocks or whatever you want in there. So has the diamond plate on the front, porch light. You can see we've got the Dutch door open. It does have all your DOT lights as well. So up there on the top of that angle iron, you have a set of marker lights, as well as on the rear, all of your corners. So they're all DOT compliant. You have adjustable 2 5/16 coupler. So you can adjust this, you match that with an adjustable hitch on your truck, and you can really fine tune this to get it exactly where you want. One thing that we get asked a lot on these camps is how they tow. Now, a lot of them you're comparing to an RV, and if you think about the RVs, the way that they design them is basically they'll build a frame and it'll be based around one specific layout, but they might put a dozen, 2 dozen layouts on that same frame. And so if you happen to get the layout that the frame was designed for, it'll pull great. If you get one of the other dozen or 2 dozen trailers that were put onto the same frame, chances are they're not going to pull that great. Whereas each of our camps, where they're custom built, they're all designed for that specific camp, so that we get the axle placement right, to where we have the right amount of tongue weight, to where all of our camps pull super. You'd be hard pressed to find anything that pulls better in a bumper pull. So anyways, we're gonna go inside. I'll show you what's going on in there, run you through all the colors, things that way. So let's go in. All right guys, let's hop up in this one and see what it's got going on. So as mentioned outside, this one is an X25. So about a 19-foot box. And this is a Phantom Ecru wall. Brazil wood cabinets. Bianco Romano countertop. And then dockside pier is the coloring of the flooring. Now, these colors aren't anything new to any of you that have watched the channel for very long. We do a lot of the Brazil wood. It's very popular, very bright color, very cozy. Kind of gives it that cabin feel. You put it on the naughty alder cabinetry. You get a lot of character, and it just turns out really good. And that's why it's so popular. But anyways, we'll start up here in the front. I'll kind of show you around. This one, you've got your little closet up in the front, lighted closet. And I don't know if I've said this in the last couple, but these are all soft close hinges. You got your row of drawers down below. You can see these are pretty deep drawers. You can put a lot of gear, a lot of stuff in those. And then you can see these will latch closed also. Keeps them in nice and tight when you're traveling, so you don't have to worry about stuff falling out. Stainless steel fridge freezer, two-way, propane and electric, so you can use it either way, or it's got an auto feature to where you can set it on auto and it'll select whichever one's present. It's going to select AC power first, just because it's going to be the most efficient on that. We got a microwave cabinet up here. They didn't do the built-in cabinet in this, but it is wired. We wire them all for microwaves if you decide down the road you want to put one in, or even if you like the look of the cabinet doors versus the microwave being up there. So your monitoring panel. This one's got the water heater. And then you've got outlets there. This one just has the 3-burner cooktop, which the next one that you see will also have a 3-burner cooktop. It'll be a smaller camp, very similar to this. Different in colors and layout as well, but I don't know. I don't think you could go wrong with a small camp like this. They're just very compact, but very usable and also very comfy. I mean, it doesn't lack anything as far as comforts. You still have tons of storage. This one has the 3-row drawers underneath that cooktop. Big overhead storage. These are on your gas struts, so they'll stay propped up. You can put your gear in there. It also holds them closed really well. Got the wood stove burning. This is about the 3rd time that I burned this camp in preparing for the customers to come and get it. So it's pretty well got all the oils and everything burn off of it. It does have the wood box down below. You can access this from the outside. Keep all your wood, kindling, paper, all that stuff in here. That way you can get to it if you need to stoke the fire up at night or anything that way. Your leather bench cushions. This one has big 48-inch windows on both sides. Egress window in the back. And then it's got a 36-inch window here over the sink. So it'll have plenty of natural light as you pull these curtains away. Has your trundle bed. These are false fronts on the front, so no cubbies in here. It does have the pull-out table. And then these bench lids, I'll show you over here, lift up. You have soup boxes, what they call them, underneath those for storage. And then all these also have storage as well as underneath the bed. So if you haven't seen how this trundle bed works, refer to some of my other videos, and I demonstrate how that pulls out, how it works to sleep more people or store more gear, whatever your preference is. Your table, it just pulls out, and then you can slide it away. And we keep the tolerances pretty dang tight to where you don't have to worry about it sliding out as you travel. Your trundle bed has latches on the sides that latch it in. Then You've got a nice queen size mattress up above. Bookshelf headboard. This one does have the forced air furnace. Entertainment package, so stereo, all the hookups for TVs, satellite, all that kind of stuff. Now you'll notice this one doesn't have anything on the roof as far as fantastic fan or even an air conditioner, but it is wired for all of those things. So if they decide down the road they want them, it's just a matter of us cutting the hole out and putting them on. We do all of our camps that way, just because, you know, a lot of times you might not think that you need that, and I'm not interested in selling it to you if you don't need it. So if you go use it, decide that you want it, it's easy enough to put on. That'd be your TV hookup there. And then, yeah, you should easily be able to seat 6 people around this table. So like I say, for a small camp, it's very roomy, very open floor plan, not really lacking anything. You've got more drawers on this side. These are both tip outs, so it can keep utensils, things that way in there. Big stainless steel sink. This is the single sink. It does have the pull out. And these are all household fixtures so that we don't have to worry about the chintzy RV stuff that breaks. Lots of storage below. And then you have your overhead storage. And let's check out the bathroom. So this one's a little bit different. Doesn't have the vanity in it. So just have an open wall. You can push that toilet farther to the side. This one does have the 32-inch shower with the shower curtain. So even in a smaller camp, they still have a pretty good sized bathroom. Like I say, if they didn't want to do the vanity, it just opens up a lot more room there, but it all kind of depends on you. This does have the bathroom fan. This pushes out. We'll pull air out of there. Your frosted bathroom window. And then all your light switches. This does have the Dutch door. I don't know if I've showed you guys this too much before, but you can open this top half. Nice for circulating air. Nice if you're in a pretty location, which I don't know that you can get much better than our location. I mean, it's not super nice to look at all these trailers, but we usually have a pretty good view of the mountain. And as you can see, we've been getting snow and rain and mud. So, but that's the Dutch door split. Very popular. A lot of it's traditional, but it does serve a purpose. So, anyways, that's a look at this camp. If you have any questions or anything about it, I can't remember if I told you what the weight was on the exterior, so maybe I'll just say that for reference, but you were about 8,000 pounds, 8340 to be exact. So not the lightest camp, but definitely not the heaviest. It is nice to be able to get it where you want to get it. And you don't have to have a 1 ton or anything to pull it. So anyways, we appreciate you guys for watching. You've always been good to support us. So thanks, and stay tuned for more camps.